Welcome, ladies, gentlemen, and intelligent walking squid, to another NV8 cast. Today I'm bringing you another random download from sc2replayed.com. Basically just trying to work on my skills, so I'm not necessarily going to pick up every famous cast or famous player out there. I'm just going to try to pick up some random ones and see what I can do with them. So today I'm bringing you the red Protoss QTIP over here in the bottom left. In the bottom right, we've got the blue Zerg AceHawK. I wonder if that's a team name. Who could say? Nothing terribly sneaky going on up front. We've got a nice starting pylon. Looks like QTIP's going to go try to find his opponent, and he's going to go straight to where he needs to be. I've been working on my enthusiasm, trying to keep up my patter, talking a little bit more to folks, so if you like what you hear, feel free to subscribe. If you don't like what you hear, well then let me know what I can improve. Poking his way in, that first probe's gonna start seeing what he's working up against. Going down, possibly for the fast hatch. Nope, just to explore. First gateway going down. I will admit that I do tend to follow more in the Total Biscuit style of casting. I am not the greatest player in the world, and I will freely admit that. So when I do cast, I like to cast what's happening. I like to tell you what's going on the screen, try to make that exciting, make that fun for you. I know a little bit about the game. When I can make an obvious call, I'll make an obvious call. Like, hey, look, he's got a spawning pool coming down. I'll be slightly more insightful than that. But, I'm not necessarily going to be able to tell you everything that every move makes. Like, he's got one gas down. Is he going to go for the 4-gate? Maybe, maybe not. He hasn't even got his cyber core down, so probably nothing terribly surprising about that. Oh, nice little manor pylon, keeping AceHawK from getting that expansion he was looking for. He did go with the spawning pool first. No gas, so not going for the fast speedlings. Fast speedlings has been kind of making the rounds lately. A lot of Zerg have been picking that up. Cyber core is down now, but no second gas. Generally a decent indicator of a 4-gate, but we'll see what QTIP decides to pull out here. 4 Zerglings come out, just go take care of that pylon. Allow him to finally get that expand out. Gas finally going down. As is that hatchery. Zerglings just gonna hang out, just keep an eye on the scene. Not do too much poking right now. Zealot coming up first, followed by Sentry. Just so everybody knows, this is from the master level. That's the ranking that I chose when I went to go download. Figured I'd bring you some of the higher level games to start off with. On my channel, I'll probably be doing a wide variety of games. I've got a buddy in the gold. He likes to send me replays. I told him I should cast some of his stuff. So me and him have practiced together a time or two. Doing a little bit of nibbling at the front, not really going to get in. That sentry comes out, pretty much denies that altogether. This Zergling is just going to hang out, see if he can keep an eye on things. Same as this Zergling here, the rest are going to head on home. Speed is almost done. I'm sorry, speed is just starting. I read that wrong. Speed just now starting. QTIP working on 3 gateways. He's got that second gas. Possible 3-gate expand. We'll have to see. That probe comes in, just finds out he's got the expansion before the Zerglings manage to nibble him away. And here comes a friendly, happy Overlord. He's here to deliver the neighborhood welcome basket. Usually that comes in the form of creep being vomited all over your yard, but apparently not yet. That lair just now starting, along with a roach warren. Probably going to go for fast roaches. A couple of sentries going to take that Overlord out. Gateway's warp gate has finished. Finally warping those in. Still only on 3 gates. Hasn't quite expanded here. Loss of that Overlord, not super great for AceHawK. He does go into the red. Probably has another Overlord on the way, about halfway there. His supply block for now. And if he's going to be trying to make roaches, he's going to need a couple more of those Overlords. For right now, though, looks like he's just making the bare minimum and just keeping up on his drone count. He is currently leading the Protoss in drones, as one would expect at this point. Protoss has taken their expansion. On these close positions, the expansions aren't too hard to take, but you do have a lot of room here for fast Zerglings to kind of creep around, start attacking that expansion. Forge going up relatively early, and we've also got a Stargate with Void Rays on the way. Not bad. Not really much that the Zerg is going to be able to do about this. He does not have an evolution chamber, only 2 queens. And Zerg knows that he's got a pylon there, but nothing else about what's going on, so this is going to take the Zerg by surprise. Also researching Hallucinate, which is an unusual choice. Zerg nibblage. Zerg knows exactly what's going on over here. Roaches breaking through their rocks make a nice quick path for the Zerg to their 3rd expansion. Nothing terribly aggressive going on here. That first Void Ray, however, is on its way over. Not going to wait for a second one, just going to send that first Void Ray. With absolutely nothing but roaches, I don't think he's going to be prepared for this at all. This thing headed straight for the expansion. Oh, takes a quick turn, and looks like he's going to start attacking that mineral line. AceHawk has got really nothing to deal with this. Shows his hand at the Overlords. Going to start taking that out, charging up. One fully charged, and then that fully charged Void Ray is going to take out that queen. It's going to take a little bit of hull damage, but mostly he's just going to melt that queen right away and then start working on the other one. Now with that second one, that one might actually be able to take it out before it actually does any damage, and he's just going to scoot right on out of there. That was not particularly great. I hate to say it, but not super great. He managed to kill off 1 queen, and that's about it. So that's even now being replaced. And then another one being produced, just in case he decides to put more Void Ray pressure on, which quite frankly, it looks like he's not. Fast roach speed almost done, that 3rd nearly complete, and now here come the roaches. QTIP is going to try to do something about it with this Void Ray, but quite frankly, he has not got enough to do anything about it. A couple of Stalkers are going to put up a token effort. Nice force fields, but the Burrow completely negates those. AceHawk just going to back off, says, nope, that's good enough. No, I don't really feel like messing around with your force fields. See ya. All of a sudden, now that he knows that Burrow's on the way, QTIP's going to go ahead and grab that Observer. Finally gets a new gateway on. Hallucinate brings out a couple of Phoenix, so I guess he just needed it for the scouting. Though, quite frankly, you've got a Void Ray. Scout with it. Burrowing those roaches just to keep their health up top, which is a nice, convenient ability of theirs. If you didn't know, roaches regenerate at a highly increased rate when they're burrowed. AceHawk pulling an extractor trick here at 12 minutes into the game. So, yeah, not necessarily having all his Overlords going at the right time. This one Void Ray is going to be greeted by every queen in existence. Pulling a couple even off creep just to say hi. And once more do pretty much nothing. Still making Immortals. The 3rd up at the far natural seems to have been canceled. Now these feigned Phoenix are going to get a quick look at everything going on. See, it's pretty much exactly what he expected. Roaches and Overlords. Oh, Protoss taking a bold 3rd base here down in the middle, a bit close to the Zerg. Hoping he can keep this protected from the Zerg. But looks like he's going to be mostly relying on Immortals. Immortals and Stalkers. There goes the Bay, finally. That is almost done. So he's almost done getting his immortals out. That's my bad, I missed that. Finally has +1 almost finished. The Zerg, on the other hand, does already have their +1 ranged attack. Looks like he's even bringing his queens along for the joyride. Has he got any back home? No, this is practically an all-in. I'm not sure why he's got all these queens. Maybe going to try to do some transfuse micro. Still building an immortal. No time for that. Completely cuts off the most of the roaches. Nope, there is one little gap. But most of those roaches are getting caught behind. The immortals doing their work. The trees burrowing their way through there. Finally, burrows underneath the shield. Starts taking action. Gets last immortal goes down. Has one more queen coming in to try to take out that silly void ray. These roaches are just melting away the stalkers, taking them out. Nice transfuses going off on all the hurt roaches. Roaches are not dying. This immortal is still wreaking havoc, killing them. Roaches left and right. Finally goes down to focus fire. The stalkers are getting annihilated. Cannon's attempting to do something. QTIP QQing. Those queens still trying to do something against those stalkers. Still putting the transfuse in on the roaches. A couple of warpins, but nothing coming in time. Not really making anything. Not able to pull enough immortals out to beat this mass roach style. And unfortunately, just really had nothing left to go on. These roaches are going to clean this up. AceHawK trying to give QTIP a few parting tips. But otherwise, this match is pretty much over. So, as I said earlier, hey, if you like what you hear, go ahead and subscribe. If you don't like what you hear, well, too bad. Have a good night, folks.